What if the most powerful man in the room didn't speak loudly, didn't chase cameras, and didn't crave fame, but quietly built one of the most jaw-dropping empires the world has ever seen? How a quiet kid from Soviet Russia became the billionaire king of yachts, London mansions, and Chelsea FC, born in the icy shadows of Soviet Russia, orphaned by the age of 2, and raised in the steel-hearted Siberian wilderness. Roman Abramovich had every reason to fade into the grey backdrop of a crumbling regime. But instead, he engineered a dramatic rise from the bleakest beginnings. So outrageously opulent, it puts even the wildest billionaire biographies to shame. This isn't fiction. This isn't a Netflix drama. This is real-life oligarchy. From selling plastic toys on Moscow streets to commanding fleets of superyachts, luxury jets, multi-million-dollar mansions, and one of the most iconic football clubs in the world. Abramovich didn't just collect wealth. He orchestrated global influence with the precision of a chess grandmaster. How did a quiet Soviet boy become the mastermind behind a $9.2 billion empire? Oh, you are right. It's not just crazy. It's legendary. From humble beginnings to hidden billions. Roman Arkadyevich Abramovich was born in Saratov, Russia on October 24, 1966. Life was not kind in his early years. Orphaned at just 3 years old, he was raised by relatives in the harsh landscapes of Siberia. But Abramovich wasn't destined for obscurity. While others saw the Soviet Union as rigid and unchangeable, Rome saw opportunity. During the late 1980s and early 1990s, as the Soviet Union crumbled, Abramovich rose to prominence. He began importing rubber ducks and trading commodities, but soon made his fortune through controversial oil deals and strategic acquisitions. His big break came through the privatization of Sibneft, one of Russia's major oil companies. With the help of his political connections and timing, he turned millions into billions almost overnight. The political power player. Abramovich wasn't just a businessman, he was deeply embedded in the Russian political elite. Abramovich played a key role in post-Soviet economic reforms as a close associate of Boris Yeltsin and later Vladimir Putin. He was appointed governor of Chukotka, a remote and underdeveloped region in Russia's Far East, where he invested millions of his own money in infrastructure, schools, and hospitals. While his motives were often questioned, his popularity in Chukotka soared. He modernized the region and provided better living standards. But make no mistake, his political ties also shielded him, helping secure his grip on wealth and power. He was the silent architect behind some of the biggest oligarch-era business deals while maintaining a low public profile, the billion-dollar trophy asset. In 2003, Roman Abramovich stunned the sporting world with a bold move that would forever change football. He purchased the Chelsea Football Club in London for $175 million. At the time, many dismissed it as a billionaire's indulgence, a trophy to display rather than a serious investment. But they underestimated Roman's vision. What followed was one of the most transformative chapters in modern football history. Abramovich didn't just buy a club, he rebuilt a legacy. He injected staggering capital into Chelsea, reportedly pouring over $2.63 billion into signings, infrastructure, and staff. He brought in football's elite, world-class players, championship-winning coaches, and a management team dedicated to winning at the highest level. The results were electric. Under his ownership, Chelsea lifted 5 Premier League titles, 5 FA Cups, 2 UEFA Europa League trophies, and 2 UEFA Champions League titles. Stamford Bridge became a fortress. Chelsea became a brand. But beyond silverware, Chelsea served as Abramovich's diplomatic footprint in the West, a bridge between Russia's wealth and Europe's elite. The Abramovich era didn't just change Chelsea, it redefined global club ownership, setting a gold standard that others would strive to emulate for decades. Oh, you are right. It was historic. The yacht game. Now, let's talk absolute luxury, the kind that sails. Roman Abramovich doesn't just own yachts. He commands floating kingdoms unrivaled in opulence and layered in secrecy. His crown jewel is the Eclipse, a 533-foot superyacht that isn't just a boat. It's a moving fortress. Among the largest private yachts in the world, the Eclipse is equipped with not one but 2 helipads, a mini-submarine, bulletproof windows, missile defense systems, a spa, a cinema, and even a full-fledged disco hall. Estimated to cost over $700 million, it's less of a pleasure craft and more of a floating palace fortified for royalty. But that's just the beginning. Abramovich has also owned Solaris, a 460-foot masterpiece delivered in 2021, said to be one of the most technologically advanced yachts ever built. Then there's Le Grand Bleu, a gift to a friend who once belonged to him. However, these yachts weren't simply trophies. Investigators have linked their ownership to a complex network of shell companies and offshore registrations in jurisdictions like Bermuda and the Cayman Islands. These strategies allegedly helped Abramovich reduce tax liabilities while maintaining discretion and control. In the Romans' world, luxury isn't just for comfort. It's a calculated chess move. Roman Abramovich's Sky Palace. If you thought Roman Abramovich's yachts were jaw-dropping, wait until you look up. Because when this oligarch takes to the skies, he does it aboard nothing less than a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, a massive and rare private jet that redefines airborne luxury. Most billionaires settle for a Gulfstream or maybe a Bombardier. But Abramovich? He owns a Dreamliner built for global leaders and tech titans. Dubbed a flying palace, his customized Boeing 787 reportedly cost over $300 million after bespoke interior work. This isn't a jet, it's a sky-high mansion. Inside, you'll find master suites, luxury lounges, a conference room, and marble-lined bathrooms. A cinema, a full-size dining area, and a personal spa are on board. With a flight range of over 9,800 miles, it's built for global domination, from Moscow to Miami without refueling. Wrapped in stealth security features and fitted with the finest materials imaginable, this jet is Abramovich's final frontier of opulence. On sea, land, or air, Roman doesn't travel. He arrives, and oh, you are right. It's sky-high insane. Car collection. When Roman Abramovich isn't cruising the Mediterranean on a superyacht or soaring across continents in his Boeing Dreamliner, he's burning rubber in one of the most jaw-dropping car collections on the planet. Worth an estimated $70 million, Abramovich's garage isn't just a car enthusiast's dream. It's a museum of speed, rarity, and sheer mechanical opulence. Let's start with the crown jewels. 3 Paganis, the Zonda R, the Huayra BC, and the hyper-exclusive Imola. Each is a handcrafted Italian masterpiece, dripping with carbon fiber and precision engineering, capable of turning every corner into a work of art at speeds exceeding 200 miles per hour. Then come the Bugattis, and not just any. He owns the ultra-rare Veyron 16.4 Sang Noir, 2 elite versions of the Chiron, including the Sport, and the mind-blowing Devo, a $5.8 million monster designed for track domination. But that's not all. Abramovich's love for the racetrack is legendary. He owns track-only beasts like the Ferrari FXXK, Maserati MC12 Corsa, and Aston Martin Vulcan, rare machines that aren't even street legal. These aren't just cars, they're rolling power statements. Because when Abramovich hits the gas, the world watches. Oh, you're right, it's luxury on overdrive. The UK property empire. If his yachts were his playgrounds on water, then London was Roman Abramovich's royal stronghold on land, a fortress of wealth, strategy, and pure grandeur. With a UK property empire, valued at over $328 million, Abramovich wasn't just collecting homes. He was staking his presence in the most coveted corners of British high society. At the center of it, all stood his Kensington Palace Gardens mansion on the street, so exclusive, it's known as Billionaire's Row. This wasn't just any residence. It was a palatial estate with 15 bedrooms, 12 bathrooms, and 200 acres of flawlessly manicured grounds. Inside, the opulence was next level. Think gold-plated staircases, indoor swimming pools, private spas, and a cinema fit for royalty. Security was tight enough to rival world leaders, with armored vehicles, surveillance networks, and on-call staff trained in high-level protection. But the extravagance didn't stop there. Abramovich also owned luxury apartments in Chelsea, Belgravia, and several townhouses near Hyde Park. Many of these properties operated under a complex web of offshore trusts, shell companies, and legal entities designed for privacy and strategic financial protection. These properties weren't merely places to live, but assets of influence, status, and security. Millhouse Capital and private fortunes. Beyond sports and real estate, Abramovich wielded immense financial power through Millhouse LLC, his private investment company. The firm held stakes in key Russian companies, including Evraz, a major steel manufacturer, and Norilsk Nickel, one of the world's largest producers of nickel and palladium. Millhouse operated from London and Moscow, handling investments quietly and strategically. It was the powerhouse behind the Roman Empire, funding everything from media ventures to aerospace research. With a team of top-tier advisors, Millhouse didn't just preserve wealth, it multiplied it. Roman Abramovich is more than a billionaire. He is a symbol of post-Soviet power, luxury, and controversy. His legacy is a paradox. A man who gave fans joy and built hospitals, yet whose name is entangled in geopolitical chess and offshore secrecy. Love him or loathe him, his story is unforgettable. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more luxury stories from the world's elite lives.